So now we have that, we can start literally going back, right? And making sure, because as long as we did this correct, everything else should match up just fine. And so I'm basically going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure from the low, which is here, to the high, which is here, to see what we have. And you can see same thing, 369, right? So we know if our cycle is typically 3 times ADR, about 210, same thing, there's got to be 2 cycles in this move here. The question becomes, where are the 2 cycles, right? So again, I start to look at, okay, from this top here, if this is going to be peak formation high, right, and this is our low, where is the biggest pullback happening at? Well, if I look, the biggest pullback seems to be right here, this area. So if this is correct, this should be basically 1 cycle here, a pullback, basically a reset, and then boom, another full cycle. Now the next thing we need to do is just real quick confirm it by going ahead and putting in our EMAs. And you can see this pullback is the only pullback that we get that goes back and touches the 50. Right? You see all along the whole time, nothing touches the 50 here. This is the only one that does it, right? So that would mean that would be where the reset is, and of course the reset becomes a new peak formation. So what do we do now is we go ahead and we measure it out just to confirm. So we need to confirm what we're thinking here. So we'll go ahead and grab the measuring tool, and we'll first measure from here, from the wick to wick. You'll see that that's 188 pips. That's basically 2.6 times ADR. Okay, and then from here, from this wick to that wick is 233, and so 233 comes out to be 3.3 times ADR. All right, so we know that this is basically correct. All right, and then now we literally just keep going back, right? We keep going back to another section. So here's our next section, is this big sideways movement here. How do you do this? So one thing that I could definitely right away identify is I want to identify my low, which is clearly right here, right? Because that's going to be a peak formation low regardless, because that's where we're coming off of.